What is it? Dragons?
Elephants
No, let's
need
save that for
soldiers,
later.
guys.
Sounds like a really bad emo
Yep.
song.
We got a treasure chest full of tears, and it sunk my ship.
Don't blame us, Jack.
What is happening? I know what it does. He missed the biscuit, though.
Be nice to our listeners.
I'm cutting that out.
I was gonna say, if I ever start doing coke, I'm just gonna refer to myself as the powder mage, as a white male who enjoys rap music.
Edgy, man.
He likes to burn things, apparently. So I dunked my whole nugget.
Oh, shit. That's fucked up. Alright, guys, everyone fall in. It's time for the War Council.
Very delicious.
By welcoming everyone. Hey, everyone.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Hi.
Hey.
This is War Council time, and we're all here. Oh, and I'm real low. I need to put my volume up a tad. My name's Jordan. Hi. Hello. Nice to meet you. Jacob's
Hi,
here.
Jordan.
Jacob.
Hello.
Jack's here.
Hi.
And Lyle's here.
That's me.
Hey, we're the Four Amigos, and we're here to talk about the video games. Man, how's everyone doing on the? Well, it's Monday today. Let's be real. It's Monday. It's not our usual Sunday, but it is February 19th, which is President's Day, where we celebrate 44 of the 45 presidents, with mediocre sales at retail shops, etc., etc. How's everyone doing? How's your week been since the last time we spoke?
Boo.
Aw, man.
Just kidding. In video games, it's been great.
Okay.
Beyond great.
Oh, yeah?
However, I'm still dealing with my computer issues right now as we speak.
Okay. So Lyle might just drop out randomly. That's fun.
Yeah.
Then we'll be the Three Amigos. Nobody's ever heard of that before, but that's fine. Whatever. Ruin the symmetry we got going on here.
Yeah.
Lyle, what's happening with your computer?
I blame Kingdom Come Deliverance, even though it's probably just my horrible internet browsing habits, and I don't mean so much porn.
Okay, sure.
Mostly not that, probably.
Probably a little bit of that.
But anyways, ever since I downloaded that game, it's like my computer's possessed. It does what it wants when it wants. It changes. I think that happens for everybody with the gamma thing, right? Like Matt was saying, he's having that problem. I'm having that problem. But right now, like I was saying earlier, my left click is my right click, and my right click is a double click, and I don't think that has anything to do with that.
So like not in game, it does that.
Yeah.
That's super weird.
It's a big bummer.
So you illegally downloaded this game and you fucked up?
No.
Okay.
I absolutely spent too much money on it that I did not have.
Maybe the game's just malware.
Yeah, probably.
It's actually an extreme possibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also had the gamma issue where it completely just whites out my entire screen, which fucking sucks.
Is it that bad?
It is pretty rough.
Mine is just slightly brighter than it should be.
Oh, mine is like double the brightness. And
like I was playing World of Warcraft in a raid last night, and I was like, I can't take the animations because they're just too bright and they hurt my eyes.
Never heard of that before, but
yeah,
I don't know what this World of Warcraft is. However, I actually solved it in the game by turning the gamma back down to like normal. And I just haven't fucked with it since because now it's a little dark in game, but everything else is fine. So I'm okay with it.
Yeah,
that's fine. Tell us a little bit about said game, Lyle, since of the people here, you're probably the furthest into it.
Yeah, of the people here, Matt's kicking my ass on that. But me and Matt were talking about it earlier, and we're playing it a lot differently because he's trying to go like chivalrous knight style, and I was like, no, I'm still the poor like thug misfit dude. Someone's like, hey, here's a quest. It's real shady. And I'm like, okay. Does it pay? Great. I'm in.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm just kind of cruising through it. Like right now, the quest that I'm in, I met this guy. He's like, hey, I need you to get a tooth from this guy. And I need you to get a cat paw from this guy. And then I need you to steal someone's death shroud.
Uh,
Yeah.
so, okay. How'd you?
Yeah.
What?
Well, okay, so the tooth, I was just like, hey, I'm a doctor, and that looks very infected. And the guy's like, you're a doctor? And I'm like, yeah, I'm a doctor. Dressed like a knight. Why do I hear myself? Who's got me like so much?
Little bit coming through on Jack's end.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Jack.
He just wanted to hear your story so much.
Yeah.
Throwing
I don't
off my game.
Want to hear it twice.
But anyways, yeah, so the guy's looking at me. I'm in full armor, like decked out. I got a sword. I got a bow on my back. And I'm like, yeah, I'm a doctor. Just let me get that tooth out. So we went to the blacksmith and pulled that out. No problem.
To the blacksmith?
Yeah. I was like, hey, just make sure you don't pinch that too tight. I don't want it breaking in his mouth. So, the thought of that. Anyways, and then I go and I had to break into some dude's house to steal his cat paw. He woke up at the last second, but I think he missed me taking it. He was just like, hey, what are you doing in my house? And I was like, nothing. I'm leaving right now. We're good.
You're just like, what are you doing in your house?
Yeah, what are you doing in your house?
I thought this was my house. I'm out of here.
And then the death shroud thing, I'm stuck on it right now because I talked to his son who's sitting there mourning him, and I'm like, oh, you're such a dutiful son. That's wonderful that you're here for your father. Have you atoned for his sins? And he's like, oh, do I need to do that? And I'm like, yeah, you do. You should give something, donate something of his as like penance for his sins. What do you need? And he's like, food, money? And I'm like, no, I would take that actually. He's like, oh, that's specific. Like, yeah. I would donate that if I were you. And he's like, cool, I'll take it in the morning. I'm like, no, I'll take it. You just stay here. It's cool. No problem.
I'll take care of this for you. Don't worry about it.
But anyways, when I do that, he's like, that's a great idea. Here you go. Except for he doesn't hand me anything. So I think it's probably a bug. And so that's the thing. I love this game. I will run my head into this wall for as long as it takes, but there are many issues that I've run into. I had a horse stuck on a wall, and like you could see the tippy tip of his hoof, his front hoof on the wall, and then his back legs were sticking like straight up in the air, and his head was bobbing up and down, kind of like he was running, but he wasn't. So there's been little quirky things that are really funny. Or one scene, I had this like dramatic scene going on and the person had no head. So I was just dealing with a head man. He had everything else, just no head.
Wait, did he have like a face? Like, was it where you could see his eyes and his teeth, but there was like no head on
No, there
his
was
body?
nothing. No head. Just from the neck up.
What the fuck?
Pretty cool. Cool.
This sounds like a winner.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Yeah.
clearly polished.
But here's the thing, though, is it's so much fun that I don't care. Like I can overlook all these little flaws and some of the big flaws. Modding fixed some of them. Like the saving thing was an inconvenience for sure. But
Yeah, that sucks.
fixed that. I think everybody's got that save mod because without it, you just freak out all the time.
Yeah,
But I'm playing on console, unfortunately.
Ooh.
So that was for the people who don't know, the saving in Kingdom Come Deliverance. You have to use, what the hell are they called?
Savior schnapps.
Savior schnapps. And
That's my dog.
hey dog, what's up dog? So you
His dog, like,
it's just was super happy about Savior snaps.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the Resident Evil like ribbon thing, only you don't need to find a typewriter to use them. You just use them, but they're a finite resource in your inventory. There are like periodic autosaves, right? Like, but not very, not like defined or not very frequent or anything like that. And then it saves.
Well, no, and
when
sometimes
you
you'll get these back-to-back autosaves where it's like really tight, and then other times I notice I don't have an autosave file for the past like 3 hours that I've been playing.
rest. Fuck.
So that would be a real bummer to just accidentally lose something because of its infrequency.
Yeah, yeah. And so then obviously the mod gives you like infinite of the saving things, so you can just save whenever. I went into this thinking like, oh, I totally would love to play it like how it's intended and manage my saves and do all this sort of shit.
I did that for a couple hours.
And then like 5 minutes into it, I'm like, nah, son, because Something that happens early on, shit hits the fan, and you have to like run away from fucking an army of knights. It took me at least 8 times to get through that part. Because I kept running and running out of stamina, and then the guy behind me caught up with me with his fucking sword and gunned me the fuck down.
Barely got it my first time. Like, I was bleeding out, like, really bad off, but I barely made it out. Well, so I feel that.
Like, I made it past the running part finally, and I get on the horse, and I'm like, oh, this is great. And then there's motherfuckers on horseback behind me shooting arrows at me, and they totally fucked me up. Like, they got me real good. And so it just... That was frustrating. So I ended up doing like 15 saves in that part. Like, okay, I finally got, I got on the horse. Save. All right, I'm past this turn. Save. Like,
so you know what I thought was hilarious? In the beginning, when you're leaving, there's a scene where Teresa is like about to be ravaged by a bunch of these dudes.
Yeah.
And I didn't even notice it. I had no idea at all.
Not me either.
And then I get to the next place, and I'm like telling my story, and I tell the person I'm telling the story to, I'm like, yeah, there was this girl, and I saved her. I saved her from a raping. Like, I'm talking myself up, and I'm like, I don't remember that at all.
You're like, I didn't do that.
I run into these other dudes, and they're like, oh yeah, we saved Teresa at the city, and the option comes up, and it's like, no, I saved her. And I was just like. Yeah, I'm going to convince these guys who actually saved her that it was me, because that's my story and I'm sticking to it.
Exactly. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
No, like the first time, because that's not like a dynamic thing. That's a thing that happens. It's right. Mm-hmm. It's right by that horse. Like, do you know where it is? Or like,
yeah, no,
are you familiar with it now? Yeah, it's right by when you first get the horse. So like running by and simply whistling for the horse distracts these rapists and they run after you. Like,
maybe that's what happened.
Yeah, like if you whistle for the horse, it pops up. It's like objective complete. Save her from the rapist, and you're like, "What the fuck? What did I save this horse from? What now?" Like, but
for sure.
But yeah, like that was a frustrating moment for me, and I actually I haven't gotten too far in that game past that because I just haven't played too much of it. But totally a intense game so far.
It's super involved. Like, there's moments that are really funny, moments that are like overwhelming sadness. Like, there's a lot of range of emotion in the game, and it feels pretty immersive.
Yeah, that's
I
good.
like it a lot.
About how many hours do you have into this bad boy?
Oh, I don't know. I'll look it up.
Okay. I was just okay. So like, say 10 or more.
Oh, definitely.
Gotcha.
Definitely. Yeah.
Gotcha. I mean, I'm always on Discord at work, and I'm like, oh, okay, what's everyone doing? And like, fucking World of Warcraft, and Lyle's always like, in Kingdom Come Deliverance. And I'm like, I didn't really think you would stick with it that long, to be honest with you,
Oh, yeah, dude. The only thing I take a break for is like, I'll pop in, do a raid real quick on WoW, or I'll do like a couple of hunts on Monster Hunter, because I'm still trying to get to 100.
Yeah. I'm real intrigued as to how well this game is going to do, because it's like super hardcore and there's like zero fantasy in this. Like, it's fucking
it's all historical.
Yeah. There's no fantasy. There's nothing fantastical about it. 56 hours. Holy shit. And in fucking how many days? 4?
3? 4?
Jesus fucking.
I guess that's how many hours are in that, right?
Holy
5?
shit. And just to be clear,
anyways, so,
how often do you leave it running while you're not at home or doing anything with it?
When I'm not at home, what are you talking about? I don't leave my house.
That's why I amended that with doing anything with it.
No, every once in a while, like when I walk away to Monster Hunter, I might leave it on.
Okay. So
rarely. Leave it on overnight.
Rarely.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so other than hardcore medieval simulator,
there might be. Yeah.
What else you got going on in your life?
So I've got something queued up because I've been too involved in this game, but I did get Secret of Mana.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was going to ask you about.
Yeah, I haven't played it yet at all. I bought it and it's just sitting there. I haven't even installed it yet, so.
Okay. I forgot to look.
I'll get around to it.
Cuz you drafted Secret of Mana, did you not?
Probably. I don't know.
I think that you did.
I'm
Did
excited
anyone
about
draft Kingdom Come?
Matt
I don't
did.
think
Matt
so.
did. Matt did.
Did he?
I believe so.
Someone did.
I know
Okay,
that Matt
it
was,
was Matt
super
then.
into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Matt were both kind of like, he was definitely more into it than I was. I'm pretty sure he snapped that one, but I should start pulling that list up just in case, because now that we're getting some of this shit coming out. But if you did pick up Secret of Mana, it currently has a 64. Son.
Oh,
What a shame.
That's
what I have to look forward to, huh?
that's rough.
All right.
But cool. I can't wait for you to check that out and like get a real opinion. That's
Yeah.
not some fucking drivel.
If
from
anything
some
else, for
reviewer.
me, it'll have that like piece of childhood feeling. So I think it'll carry it a couple of points,
Yeah.
up from that. I don't know.
Right on.
Yeah.
Anything else you did play though?
Yeah, Human Fall Flat. Me and my daughter played that.
Okay.
I downloaded it because I don't know. She likes silly little shit like that.
Yeah, I didn't
And
see
so
that
she
coming.
was doing the mouse, and I was doing the keyboard, and it was super frustrating. But also, like, it made for some comedy gold. Like, we had a good time.
Is that how that's meant to be played with more than one person?
I don't know.
Okay.
We didn't do like the 2-player option. Like, we just selected one
Oh,
player
okay.
and then split it up.
Gotcha.
I know that game's just like a fun physics game, right?
Yeah,
He's just like
Okay.
climbing around.
puzzly, and
It's like Gang
Yeah.
Beasts without all the punching, right?
it reminds me of Octodad a lot.
Okay, there you
Oh,
go.
cool.
That's so funny that that's how you played it. Like back in the day before either of us were at all competent at PC games, a friend of mine and I used to play King's Quest 8, which was like the first like RPG style one that wasn't like point and click. But one of us was on the keyboard and one of us was on the mouse, like because we were
Nice.
so shit at PC games. We were like, okay, this is how it's meant to be done, I guess. It was a good ass time. I still love that game so fucking much. Well, hey Jack,
Hey,
since you're here and about to be stormed out,
Yeah.
what you got? What you bring to the table today for show and tell?
I have. Well, I kind of picked up some things on the current Steam sale.
Okay,
I just got Deadly Premonition, the director's cut.
Very
and You're
nice.
the only one that I see also has it.
that game's fucking weird as hell.
Yeah, it was like $2, and I was like, I should finally try this.
Yeah, for $2, that ain't
And,
bad.
Yeah, exactly. I also got like all the Max Paynes.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, which are awesome.
yeah.
And there's something else I know. Something
Hmm.
else I picked up. I think
Shame.
I got all the old divinities and
Oh wow, okay.
and original sin. That all I think it was 3 of them were for $2 too
Nice.
for the old ones. Yeah,
We need to eventually all get in on that new one.
yeah.
That'd be a nice, cool ass thing for like the 5 of us to get into.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Did you play any of that stuff you picked up, or
Yeah,
You
I
just-
played a little bit of
Okay.
the Deadly Premonition.
is that fucking
Uh,
weird, right?
That is really weird.
Like it almost makes you wonder why people are like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
Cult classic
he's-
bullshit. Like,
he's like talking to his coffee.
yeah.
And the whole beginning thing just feels like a really bad Resident Evil ripoff.
It's true. It's true. And I kind of think, or I hope, I guess, that it's doing it on purpose.
Yeah,
Otherwise, what the fuck is it even doing?
yeah. I'm gonna keep pushing forward with it.
Cool.
Hopefully, I like it.
I'm excited to hear once you get to the end of that game. See what you
Yeah.
think.
Did you actually beat it?
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Yeah, back on the 360, like when it came
Yeah.
out.
You only beat things knowing you for a while. You only beat things that you really like.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
You know, not to air character flaws here, but yeah, you're probably right about that.
So so I think that's a good sign.
Yeah, it's not a bad sign.
Yeah.
You want to talk character flaws? I 100% Mass Effect Andromeda. So
It's
I think we were the only ones that liked it.
the biggest character flaw of them all.
Uh,
In fact,
I
I
mean,
think I should kick you off this podcast.
You got to go into Andromeda not expecting like Mass Effect, but like a little side story.
It killed Mass Effect.
You killed Mass Effect.
I didn't. I bought that game. I bought that game twice. I bought it at full price, and then I fucking traded that shit in like 2 days later, and then I recently bought it on sale because I was like, let's check it. Let's see if I'm remembering this correct. Yes, I am.
Maybe it wasn't as bad.
Yes, I am remembering that. I'm glad I only spent $4 on it the second time. Anything else of note, Jack? I know you played like Kingdom Come. Do you have anything additional?
I played a tiny bit of Kingdom Come.
Yeah.
So I've been busy lately.
Faux
but
show.
yeah, I got to, I went through the whole beginning tutorial area, and then I got to like the first place that you go to and you hang out and you talk to this lady about stuff.
Talk to the lady about stuff.
Mm-hmm. You try to impress her.
I totally will try to impress her.
Well, I think that's like the main thing, and I don't know. I did a good job. She touched my hand, and I got all.
Hey.
So like back in those days, I mean, like she's pregnant now,
right? Exactly. Is this a game about the sex, or what's? Is this one of those?
I don't know.
There's some of that.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay. I haven't got that far.
I don't know if it's like full on Witcher or like God of War or like what the situation was here, but
I saw Bush earlier.
Yeah. I'm hoping for
George Bush is in this game.
No, no, he's not.
But anything else, Jack?
No.
Right.
I think that's about it.
Right on.
Yeah. I'm waiting to play Monster Hunter with you guys again.
Hell yeah! I've been going through that fucking Ryu challenge.
Oh yeah,
Ryu. Man, that thing sucks dick. You have to beat that motherfucker 7 times, and it's a giant fucking Baroth. 7 times.
That doesn't sound that bad.
Dude, no, it's okay. So it takes like 14 minutes. If you beat it in under 8 or under 4, you get more tickets, and then you don't have to beat them as many times. But that's fucking impossible. Because it's an arena challenge, so you don't get your gear, you don't get your weapon. You have to pick one of their fucking weapons and one of their loadouts. It's crappy. What's 14 times 7? A lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot of time fighting the same monster for like very little reward. I'm gonna keep doing it. It's gonna get done.
I've seen people running around with it. I don't think it's that cool.
It's your fucking Ryu.
You know why I don't think it's that cool? Because I don't have any save data files for that. So
you know why it's not cool? Because you have to pay $4 to get the fireball emote.
Oh,
yep.
The Hadouken.
Yeah, you cannot do the
out,
fucking fireball or the uppercut. You pay $4 for each of them.
Yeah, that is pretty shitty.
I'll get a free skin maybe, but I'm really just waiting for that Aloy thing to drop next week. That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Hey Jacob.
Hello.
What you got?
Not a whole lot.
Show us what you got.
I've been playing more Zelda.
Yeah, buddy.
I finally beat the Bird Divine Beast, and then decided I want to go explore more Hyrule. So I've just been running around trying to find more shrines I haven't done and stuff like that.
Righto.
Finally got Link's beautiful cross-dressing outfit to sneak into the Gerudo City.
Yeah, that was a good moment. Totally fucking dumb though.
I'm taking my time though, because that's the last Divine Beast I gotta get, and then it's straight to Ganon, and I don't know if I'm sure I could beat Ganon, but I don't know if I'm ready to actually go to Hyrule.
Well, yeah,
go to Hyrule Castle.
I think it's Ganon. I don't know. I went straight for Ganon after I finished the last Divine Beast, and I was like, oh fuck no, I got more shit I should probably do.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You probably could. If you're dedicated and one of those fucking crazy people who beats Dark Souls with no weapon, you might be able to get it done, but not. I didn't. I wanted to have more fun in the world first.
Yeah, exactly. That's totally
that's
where
my
I'm at.
excuse. And you did get the Master Sword, right?
Yes.
Okay. I've been debating since Matt's not here just yet. He'll probably look it up or something, but I was debating telling him about the Master Sword or giving him some indication about it since he's like a Zelda hater, you know.
Oh, is he a
Yeah.
Zelda hater? Is that
Yeah.
something that I didn't know about
I
him?
feel like Matt's a Nintendo hater, you know.
Yeah.
Like it took him so long to get that Switch, and he's like, I'll never play that shit. Like he didn't say that like Hank Hill, but
Can't believe I ever lived with that dude.
right? God, man, you fucked up hard.
Yeah.
No.
You slept in
No
the
idea I
same
was living under the
house.
same roof as this
Yeah,
monster.
he like was awake while you were asleep several times, probably.
Yeah. That is going to be on the next episode of like I Married a Monster. It's just going to be Jake.
Exactly.
Like, I was a roommate with a monster.
I was a roommate
Yeah.
with a monster.
It's like a really over dramatic reenactment.
Dun, dun, dun. And what? Why was he a monster? He didn't like Nintendo games.
And then it just shows Matt taking a N64 out back and hitting it with a golf club.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
I did not buy anything during the Steam sale just because I'm too scared to spend money on games that I haven't already like played a little bit of and
Yeah.
don't know if
Yeah.
they're good. I almost bought Hellblade. I don't know if you guys have played
Yeah.
that.
Matt's all over that game, actually.
Yeah,
Is it?
it's really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jack
That's
also.
all of the reviews were also favorable, but I don't know.
What was the price on that guy?
I
20?
want to say it was $20 during the sale. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think that's a little high as far as what I would pay for that game, knowing what I know about it. I might do like a 15.
Because
Yeah.
isn't it pretty short?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know exactly how short, but it's a pretty like linear and short experience.
Yeah, that's what some of the I don't know, neutral reviews I was reading were. But the game looks beautiful. Like
Oh, yeah.
just watching the trailers, it's insane that is
An
Um,
indie
a
game.
video game. Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it an indie game, but
I said a video game,
what?
just like in general.
Jack calls it an indie game.
Oh,
He's
damn.
he's trying to disparage.
Are they really indie divs though? I mean, they did
They
the last
kind
Devil
of
May
are.
Cry game and stuff
It-
like that.
It basically it counts if you're an indie dev if you don't have like funding by a
It-
major studio.
Oh, okay.
You're probably right on a technical sense. I just
Yeah, they're not,
I wouldn't
They're not.
I wouldn't consider it that. That's mine.
Yeah, they're not the same as like Team Meat or anything. They have like a full studio,
Yeah.
but you could still count them in the same kind of vein.
I would say they're an independent studio rather than an indie developer. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
make that sort of
Yeah.
weird distinction if that like doesn't
Yeah,
muddy the
no.
waters too much.
I think that
Um,
actually is pretty
Yeah.
apt.
They're independent developers, but they're not indie devs.
Yeah.
Sure. What else, Jacob? Anything?
No, I've been playing a lot of
Also
Overwatch
note-
still. I'm trying to unlock all
buddy.
those skins. I haven't really got any more.
Yeah.
But
Boo.
I play it.
Well, you know.
I play like one round of CTF when it went live last week.
That
and
still sucks.
yeah, it was not a good experience.
I don't like that at all.
They fixed some stuff because before there were certain character moves, like if Tracer used her blink, then she would drop the flag and stuff.
Uh-huh.
But characters like Lucio could still do their speed boost and a wall ride, and could cap a flag in like 10 seconds
Yeah.
because for some reason their move didn't immediately make you drop the flag.
Yeah.
Hey,
that's
why
kinda
not?
unfair.
Like, what's the big deal?
Sounds like you have a preference or something.
I mean, I'm just not good with Lucio, so when I get in a match with a Lucio god and they can make it from one side of the map to the other without ever touching the ground, it's a little frustrating.
Have you thought about dropping the beat? That usually helps.
I've thought about, because I was reading online that some Lucio mains bind their jump button to the scroll wheel so they can just keep rolling their scroll wheel, and that's how they like stick to the wall because they're just constantly jumping.
Dude,
So I thought about trying that out. But
that's actually genius, especially these like Logitechs where you can like unlock it and it just spins forever. Oh man. Hold on, I gotta go. I gotta go do something. Any customary Jacob's Movie Minute items?
I didn't watch a whole lot this week or anything that was really worth mentioning. I watched The House on Willow Street, I want to say it's called.
Sure.
Yeah, I
Which-
saw that.
It was all right. The story was a little lackluster. You know, they like abduct a girl from a house to try to ransom her from her parents, but then she's possessed by a demon.
Oh, fuck that.
But some of the makeup in the movie was pretty good. Like that she brings out. I don't know if they're actually ghosts or what, but like
Something.
you know, there's two guys that are friends, and they were like one of their friends died in a heist they did before, so he's like haunting them. It's also ghost specific to like the characters in it. That they're haunting. So some of them look kind of cool, but
Gotcha.
it was all right.
You know,
I started
mediocre shit. I get it.
Yeah, basically. I started watching a movie called The Alchemist's Cookbook today.
Oh,
when
that
I
was
got
tight.
off of work.
That was so weird.
But I fell asleep in the middle of it, not because it was boring, but just because I was tired from work. And I don't think he says a single word in the first 10 minutes of the movie, so I was like nodding off as I was watching it. But I'm excited to finish it.
That's funny. All right. So,
Yep, I saw Black Panther. It
sort of interesting. Okay. How was that?
was all right.
Is Michael B. Jordan really the best villain that they've had? Because I totally believe that.
He was good. I wish it's so. This is like a not spoiler, I guess.
Sure.
I mean, we all know he gets the Black Panther costume because you see it in the trailer. But in the beginning of the movie, him and Andy Serkis like pull a heist on this museum that has a Wakandan artifact, and Michael B. Jordan takes this badass like tribal helmet thing that's got like crazy horns on it, and just like is a super cool design. And he doesn't wear it the rest of the movie, and like I want to see that mask is badass. And
he does wear it when something, I don't know, spoilery happens. He does wear it, but it's like really quick.
Oh, does he? Yes, it must have been so quick that I didn't even notice.
It's when he's like standing out, like he's holding onto the back of a truck, and he's wearing it there, and that's it.
That sounds stupid.
But I
think. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, Jake. I was just gonna say, I think he's one of their most sympathetic villains.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, that's good. I mean, a lot of the other villains have just been like shitty one note, like, "Oh, I'm here to be the bad guy" thing. Like,
yeah,
fucking, that's my biggest problem. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up about that. In the most spoiler-free way you can possibly say words to answer this question, what's this I keep hearing about the next Captain America person? Is that a thing that shows up here, or is that like 100% speculation I keep hearing about?
It's speculation.
Okay.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Someone said that they revealed who's going to take over the Captain America mantle.
Oh, no. I mean,
Civil War.
It's been speculation for years, and even in the comics, Bucky is the one who becomes Captain America.
There's nothing really that says like, "Hey, this guy's going to be the next Cap."
It's not like, "Oh, Black Panther is looking for more action" or nothing like that.
No.
Okay, I didn't look into it, but someone's like, "Oh, Black Panther shows who the next Captain America could be." And I'm like,
someone reading into it.
Sure, okay, that's an odd connection. Yeah. I think it had to do with the after credit scene. Is that okay? And that's just okay. Whatever.
It's all speculation.
Whatevs, man. I might see that movie.
It was all right. It wasn't. I don't think it was the greatest MCU movie.
Kevin, what's his name, seems to disagree with you.
Feige, however you say his name.
As if it's his job to say that every movie is the best movie. He says that this is the best movie.
I think I was just expecting at least some Infinity War buildup, and there was like literally none. They don't.
Yeah.
It's just strictly Black Panther and Wakanda, which I guess that's what you expect going in to see Black Panther. But I thought there would be some Infinity War.
Is there like any tie-in to anything at all?
I mean, Andy Serkis's claw in it, which
is like the loosest tie you could possibly have for anything.
Yeah. Martin Freeman is in it also, and I think he was in Civil War or Winter Soldier or one of those ones. He's like an FBI agent.
Oh yeah, I remember that now.
For the most part, it's just like Black Panther and Wakanda.
Weak. This is why I hate these things. No, I'm kidding. I want more than that. What's the next movie in this?
Infinity War, right? Or is it Ant-Man and Wasp?
I think it's Infinity War first, and then Ant-Man and Wasp, which seems kind of weird to me. But
yeah,
what's Marvel? Isn't there Infinity War? Is not this year, right?
No. Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's in May.
Forgot we're in 2018 already.
What? It's that quick?
Yeah. Yep.
I could have swore there was something else.
Infinity War is May 4th, Deadpool is May 18th, and then Ant-Man and Wasp is out in July 6th.
I guess that's right. Now you say that out loud, that makes more sense. What the fuck are they doing?
I have no idea, honestly.
That's 4 movies this year, and then they still probably have at least one thing coming out in the fall. And then more fucking Star Wars bullshit at the end of the year.
Yeah. I did hear that New Mutants got pushed back until 2019, which I'm kind of disappointed about. I was pretty excited to see that movie.
That's like the most exciting movie on the slate for me.
Yeah.
Deadpool, I really want to see how and if they follow that up, but I don't know, man. I liked Ant-Man. I really liked Ant-Man, but
yeah, me too.
That's a good one.
I don't know that's gonna, I don't know.
It also seems weird to me that that's their summer movie. I guess summer's getting earlier and earlier now, so maybe May is still considered a summer release. But I would have thought they'd want to release Infinity War like right before 4th of July, and that because that's always like a holiday boom and stuff like that. So interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I'm betting that they're trying to lead the charge with summer movies. Because I don't know what the fuck else. I don't even know what other movies are coming out this year that aren't Marvel movies. Like, I have no idea what's gonna try to. I know that there's like a few sci-fi movies sometime this year. Other
it's like
fucking
the dystopian world we live in now.
Yeah, it's like it's a fucking Marvel movie or it's an indie flick,
Yeah.
But so yeah, I don't know what they would even be like semi-competing with for the summer, but I bet they're gonna lead the charge. That's gonna be like, here's the May fucking thing, and that could run all the way till fucking the beginning of July. Like, I would almost guarantee that it does.
Yeah.
So it'll get like a boost right at the end of its life too. Yeah, they're obviously good at what they do. They make a shitload of money, but it just seems weird.
Did you guys see that they're making a Rampage movie?
Oh yeah.
Do you remember playing that game?
Yeah.
That was the first game I ever beat.
That is wild to me that is going to be a thing.
Let's talk problems with the Rampage movie. So far, no lizard.
I know they made him into a crocodile.
Yeah, and the giant animals are not people underneath, which is weird. It's being made at all. That's a problem.
There is that.
What?
It's not. At least it's not like the Emoji Movie, I suppose.
Yeah, that's true.
It's got to be a step up from that.
Yeah, I would hope
that's a sad world we live in. We're like, it's not the Emoji Movie.
At least it's not the Emoji Movie. Like, God, it's like comparing your city to fucking Detroit. At least it's not Detroit. Like, yep, you're right about that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that they're not going for like a strict fucking replication of. Obviously, they're not going for a strict replication of the game.
Yeah.
But I don't understand why. Like, what kind of clout does the name Rampage carry? Fucking
80-year-old
zero.
exec was like, "Oh, you guys remember that video game? Let's make that into a movie."
Even us, you know, like Lyle,
That would
first
be the
game Lyle ever
that I
beat.
thought
Like,
of.
yeah,
You know, like, can you imagine if the Smurfs movie was based on the old game?
I would come. You know,
You know what I'm talking about?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's like making a new ET based on the fucking Atari game.
Right. Exactly.
Like, you just fall into a hole and never get out. That's what Zack Snyder's next Superman movie is. It's going to be Superman 64.
Oh, man.
Oh no!
I couldn't even
That
get
classic Jim.
I was gonna say, is he gonna fly like a drunk lunatic through
I
rings
fucking-
for like 45 minutes?
Hope so.
I certainly fucking hope so.
There's gonna be a green, what is that? Green kryptonite mist everywhere.
Yeah.
Hey, did anyone watch the Joel McHale show?
Yeah, just watch that
No.
the first episode.
No? Was that like a jaded no? Like,
I
no.
I don't have any Joel McHale, you know, whatever.
You don't have any love for the soup?
I also have no idea what it is. Like, I heard about it and I was like,
Is it-
okay.
Is it just a soup reboot, basically? But with
Basically.
Yeah, it is a
Yeah.
suit.
I'm totally cool with that.
Yeah.
They even have Mankini back, but they don't call him Mankini anymore.
Yeah.
Nice. I watched so little of the soup that I have no
Oh, man.
actual, you know, opinion on it.
Yeah.
I'll see it, I
Yeah.
guess. I don't have
I
an
missed the
aversion to it.
show.
I just
Yeah, I like missed the show actively, so I heard about that, and that was really great news for
nice.
Yeah.
I wanted to real quickly while we're talking about video game movies that are probably going to be bad. That new Tomb Raider actually looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I disagree. I,
Yeah.
Oh man, maybe it's because I've seen the trailer so many times at work, but it
That
just
might be.
it doesn't do it for me. I don't know why I don't know why Tomb Raider's the go-to like video game movie. I was gonna say reboot, but really this is going to be the third.
I mean, before
Yeah.
before its latest incarnation, I didn't know why Tomb Raider was like a thing that people liked in general.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It was the
Like,
boobs. It was all boobs.
it was the pixel boobs, like the.
Yeah.
the-
Oh, it was. It was the pixel boobs and it was locking the butler in the fucking freezer, man. You
well,
felt
Yeah.
that now see
You
that
felt
was
like-
enjoyable. That was probably the best part about that entire game series
See now,
until the last one.
I won't trust a Tomb Raider movie unless they add some kind of weird joke in there like that. Until there's a fucking
Oh.
butler locked in a freezer that she has to
That
pull
was
out.
actually pretty amazing.
I
They
would
did.
fucking die. I would die.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I think it looks okay. I don't know why. I have no idea why. Like, this is the movie that's like, we got to save fucking video game movies. Let's bring Tomb Raider back and make it like more gritty and realistic, like the fucking new
We need to
games
go
are.
back and spend just a little bit more time because do you guys remember the sounds that the butler made when he was locked
Uh-huh.
in the freezer?
Oh, yeah.
Like I spent a lot of
When-
time laughing just at that.
When you just,
clink, 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 clink.
just fucking shoot at him and he blocks it with the goddamn tray.
Yeah.
And he fucking falls over. Like, that's the
I
worst.
don't think I'd spent that much time on a peripheral in a video game for like a while before or after that.
There was literally no reason to be in that mansion.
Yeah.
None. It was the best time though. But I just want to put that in like frame here in that it looks better than your typical like dumb action movie. At the same time, it also kind of looks like just a new Die Hard.
Yeah.
And also it looks a lot better than like 89% of video game movies that have ever even been thought of.
I guess.
I mean,
I just don't.
I
See it.
defy
also-
you to name a good video game movie. First off,
I can't. Warcraft was not awful.
it was
Yeah.
bad though.
Like,
I
it was-
like the Warcraft.
It was like fun to watch, but it was not a good movie.
did you play World? Do you play World of Warcraft?
No, but I played Warcraft
Hey,
1, 2,
no,
and
you know
3.
what? Let's be fair. He's put at least an hour and a half into it.
Put at
Exactly.
least 25 minutes into World of Warcraft.
Oh,
I put more time into 1, 2, and 3 than any other game series, probably. So I don't want to hear it. It's not a good movie. It's not how good movies are
Well.
made.
Zug zug to you, pal.
Exactly.
what about Mortal Kombat? That was a good movie.
That was a bad movie that was fun to watch.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Nope.
I love that movie.
The second one was real bad.
Oh, the
I
second
think
one was awful.
I think we can all agree on that.
Yeah.
That was,
Did they have the robots in any of those?
Yeah, in the second one they
Yeah.
had them. I was a dumb kid, and I was like, this is bad. And I liked everything at the time.
Yeah.
they're also cyborgs, not robots. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Come on.
sorry.
That's my closing
Bigot.
argument. Thank you. Real quick, I just want to go down the list of announced video game movies that are coming up here in the next couple of years. Please hold your fart noises and puking sounds till the end.
What about my want?
Nope. So
Okay.
we have the Tomb Raider movie and the Rampage movie, which are coming out this year. We also have an announced Dynasty Warriors movie.
What?
There's
An American movie?
Yep.
Or is this like a...
Tom Cruise
it's listed
as
as
the
an
Dynasty
American movie.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
It's listed there as an American Dynasty Warriors movie.
Tom Cruise is China's greatest hero.
Detective Pikachu.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
I forgot about that.
Uh-huh.
Starring
Minecraft.
Danny DeVito.
Minecraft directed by Mac from It's
Uh-huh.
Always Sunny.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Weird.
That Uncharted movie is supposedly still happening, as is the Sleeping Dogs movie.
Yeah, that's never going to happen. Well,
As-
Sleeping Dogs.
Hey Matt.
Welcome.
As is, hey Matt, we're talking about shit that's shitty here. As is the Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
Friday.
That's an actual thing.
Yes, it is. Yes, it sure is, Bob.
I
So
want to see Friday Nights at Freddy's.
Warner Brothers is doing this.
Thing.
Warner
Friday
Brothers,
Night Lights at
with a
Freddy's.
track record of making great movies, Warner Brothers got the shit here.
Here's the thing. To me, it is a terrifying concept.
Is
It's
it?
just animatronics. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like things like that. Dolls, animatronics,
No,
all
I
that
get
shit
that.
freaks me out
Like,
real bad.
what's the concept here, though?
Well, no,
you're-
that's what I mean. Like the greater concept is what scares me.
the aesthetics
focused
of it.
concept is
Yeah.
probably not so great.
Yes, certainly not.
Yeah.
So that's what we have to look forward to. What's his name? Jordan Voight Roberts is still insistent that he's making a Metal Gear movie, but I doubt that's ever going to happen.
Yeah.
And we have some direct-to-video stuff probably happening. Nope, no, we don't.
Hey Jordan.
Hi.
Would you like if Del Toro made a Metal Gear movie?
Nope.
No? I
Uh-uh.
didn't think you would.
No, you know who can make a Metal Gear movie? Alejandro Jodorowsky.
What did he do?
He did.
Dune.
No, he didn't actually do Dune.
That should be every answer now. Just to piss
No.
off Jordan.
No, but he did have that real cool documentary about his Dune movie that looked real cool. No, I would give it to him if we wanted it to be a Spanish version. He's done some super weird shit that's totally in line with Metal Gear. If I had to give it to a real director, it would be David Lynch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 'cause-
It might be a little too weird though.
no, that's not
You
a
don't
thing.
think so?
No,
You know who needs to direct the Metal Gear movie?
nope, not gonna happen.
Kojima.
Not gonna happen. He'll put fucking Kiefer Sutherland in the snake roll, and he'll say fucking 4 words the entire movie, 2 of which are "do it," and that's all that we get. I don't like
As-
it.
I'd still make a better Metal Gear movie than anybody else out
That's
there.
not Metal Gear is never going to be a good movie. It can't. It cannot be.
It
That's-
doesn't make sense.
No, like it would have to be an 18-hour fucking miniseries at best.
Yeah.
Band of Brothers, that shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, like
Right.
I'm in the same boat as Jordan, where I'm kind of a little obsessed with Metal Gear. Like it's one of my favorite series, and I have almost no idea what goes on in the games.
No, like I get the basics, but I
Yeah.
also don't want to see that in movie form.
Yeah, I think we're supposed to fight a giant robot. There's a girl who breathes through her skin.
Yeah, breathes through the skin. The English language is the spoilers. Anyone who speaks English is who's getting sick.
Yeah.
You know, hey, Metal Gear Survive out tomorrow.
Because language is infected.
Yep.
With a virus.
Which is not a terrible concept. It's just fucking whatever. Hey, Matt's here.
Yep,
Hey, Matt.
I am.
Matt,
What's
tell
up,
me
Matt?
tell me your thoughts on the Postal movie. I'm kidding.
I
Don't-
forgot that was a thing.
Oh
What
yeah.
movie?
Oh yeah, Uwe Boll has done lots of video game movies.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about now.
The best of which is not Postal. Side note, he also did a movie called Rampage, which was not bad.
Based on the
Yeah.
game.
You know
No.
what? I kind of like Rampage too. That's the one where I felt really depressed because like,
Mhm.
oh, Huey Bowl. Like I actually kind of like one of his movies.
Yeah. and the fucking movie was just straight up depressing. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
The sequel was actually pretty good too. I stand by those opinions. Get at
I
me,
have not seen the sequel.
Matt. How was your
What's
week?
My week was full of medieval Batmaning.
I was going to say, why didn't you just ask him how the game was?
Yeah.
That is the only thing I have played for 80 hours worth
Okay.
of game time.
80
hours.
Ooh,
You beat
nice.
the shit out of me.
We were just
Um,
making fun of Lyle for playing it for like
Yeah.
50.
This game's
Well,
been out for 4
to the-
days.
It's been on also while I work because if I get a spare moment, I would hop on. But so that might account for 10 to 15 hours, but still, I've been on there a fuck ton because
Very
it's
nice.
fucking amazing.
So, listeners, just sit right back and we'll hear a tell of how
All
Matt
right.
lost his social life.
Here we go.
Yeah, pretty much.
Tell us about the game, Matt.
Lay it on us. Medieval Batman. Go.
Yep. Parents died. Overinflated sense of
Whoa,
justice.
whoa.
Doing some Batman shit, like solving crimes and chasing down gingers and all kinds of other shit.
Batman does do that a lot.
Somebody should really psychoanalyze his hatred for gingers.
So it's really good. It's tough as balls sometimes, and then once you actually get the combat, it becomes like medieval tank simulator where you go in full plate armor and just mow down fucking humans for hours at a time.
How is it with like the visor down? Because I haven't got far enough to get armor.
I like it. I would not like it if the visor was there all the time, but it like when you're about to go into combat and he flips the visor down, pulls out the sword, it's like, oh yeah, it's go time now.
Yeah.
So
It's fucking cool.
and, it is. It's just a cool factor.
I think you told us a story of a man you murdered because you wanted his armor.
Well, he challenged me to a duel, and then the fucker just turned around and ran after 2 hits, and I was like, oh, hell no. So I went and tried to hit him, try and get him to fight me again, and he kind of just flopped over and died.
You know, maybe that guy shouldn't have been such a bitch.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I mean, if he wasn't such a bitch, he would have been fine. But
Exactly.
would have fought an honorable duel, and that would have been that.
Died like a
Oh,
man.
speaking of fucking duels, the first actual boss in that game gave me such a headache for about 3 or 4 hours.
I did
And
not
then-
expect the word boss to come out of your mouth right there. What the hell? There's
Yeah.
bosses in this game?
Well, insanely much more skilled than I was at that point because the AI uses the same skill system and everything. So,
Right.
but when I finally beat him, I was just at my wit's end, and I literally just hit a key and was about to facepalm it, and it parried him and stabbed him through the eye and killed him in one shot.
Ha!
At
I was like, "How the fuck, huh?"
At the top of the tower?
Yeah, the runt guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I was just like, because he just crumples, and I was just like, "That was fucking awesome!" Like stabs through the eye, just slides off the sword and falls down. I was like, "Oh my god!"
Nice.
That was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
That's fucking cool.
But,
To recap, I played like an hour, and Jack has played like an hour and 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
oh, also Jack's on console, so he can't save freely like we can.
Oh
Yeah, that's
god,
kinda-
consoles have been having so many issues. I'm
That's
glad
why
I did not get it.
That's why I kind of pushed the game off a little bit because I know they're coming up with an update like next week for saves.
Yeah, for save on
So-
exit. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just kind of waiting for that.
Nice. Anything else, Matt? I know you said that was all, but just to check.
Well, I just got Total War Warhammer 2, and
Oh,
I've been
yeah.
getting my ass kicked all
Nice.
across the bay and back. But
Yeah.
it's Total War Warhammer, but like 5 times better. It just feels better. I don't know how to explain it yet. I've only played like an hour, so
Sure. Hey, better is better. I don't care.
it is.
I played like a smidge of the first one. That game's cool. Is lots of fun.
Yeah. I just started playing the first one and I like it so far.
Mhm.
Very nice. I played a lot of weird shit this week.
We wouldn't expect any less.
Yeah. I guess we'll start with the weirdest one. Last night I beat the story mode of genital jousting.
Oh, nice.
Oh my God.
How long?
No, but like, what
How hard
kind of
was
video
that?
games did you play?
That's the best video game. What are you talking about? To answer the two questions, it wasn't very hard. It was very flaccid, and it wasn't that long.
Like how many inches though?
Yeah.
It's probably like a 4 or 5, actually.
That's not bad for a game where the story mode you're just an anthropomorphic penis.
Oh, you said inches though. No, it took me like maybe 2 hours, if that.
Oh, okay.
It's so the story here. You're a peen. They call it. The people of this world are peens.
Obviously.
And I don't remember what your name is. I think you have a name, John.
I hope it's Dick.
You might be John. It's not that on the nose with that particular joke. You have like 2 months or something to find a date for your high school reunion because you want to show everybody that you're the fucking man, right? So you go through this thing. We'll call it a story, and it's so much weirder than I thought it was going to be. Like, I know that doesn't sound possible. It's
Right.
basically the Stanley Parable with penises. Like, you literally have like branching paths where your narrator will like, make a fucking story for you. Like, if you choose this one thing, and then John, fucking did this or whatever. It's weird, man. At some point, you like decide that the way to get women is to get a bunch of fucking stuff, like spend all this money and like get just shit, and then you freak out and like you invite. I don't give a fuck about spoilers because who cares? You invite the pizza girl over because when you order a pizza, she delivers it, and you're totally sweet for this girl. You invite her over.
Is the pizza girl also a penis?
Yeah, everyone's a penis. You invite her over, which is to say, you order a fucking pizza. You get her in your house, and you try to start impressing her with shit by like offering her wine and stuff. Obviously, she just came to fucking deliver a pizza, so she just leaves, and you get like super depressed. You're like, oh, I got all this stuff, and like it didn't even impress anyone, and so your room is just like a floor with like some doors, like it doesn't have like walls or anything, and you start pushing everything off the side of the floor into the abyss. It's like get rid of all this shit, And you just start flopping around, pushing all your shit off the map. Oh man, it's fucking stupid. But I spent the time.
Well,
I beat the game.
wonderful.
That game's fucking weird, but like surprisingly fun. Whatever. It's described as like a game of flaccid penises and wiggly anuses, which is great.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome.
That's what you need to call your autobiography someday.
Yeah. I know.
That could be the episode title right there. Really.
I don't know if they'll let us on Spotify with that one.
Oh,
Still haven't heard back from those assholes.
sons of bitches.
That's a good way to get them to reply.
Yeah.
Exactly. Fucking our podcast is about motherfuckers. In terms of games that aren't that, I played the Ninja Turtles are in Injustice 2 now. That released last week.
How did that go?
So it's the 4 Ninja Turtles. You pick your turtle. It's one character. You pick your turtle by using the loadout options to select which weapon you're using, Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
So, you have the 4 different weapons. You assign that weapon to your loadout slot, and that's your character. When you're at the character select screen, you pick which loadout, and that's who you use. There's a few problems with this. One, you only get 3 loadout slots, so you literally cannot assign all 4 turtles. 2, if you're playing local, player 2 has none of these options. They play with the number 1 loadout no matter what. So that's kind of fucked up. Excuse me. So that's what governs your character. You load into the match, and you have your fucking turtle, Michelangelo, whatever. I don't even know their names, and I don't know them apart, I should say. And so they have in Injustice, if you don't remember or are not aware, your circle button on PlayStation is like your kind of special move. You know, for Batman, it's like throw a batarang or that sort of stuff. They each have a separate like circle move. But who's the leader? Donatello?
Leonardo.
No,
Leonardo. Okay, so Leonardo, his circle is a combination of all the other turtles. So he has like 3 different ones that you activate with like left in circle, right in circle, or like down in circle. So he calls in, one of the other turtles. Each of the other ones, though, they only have their own ability, which I thought was kind of cool, which would leave me just to only play Leonardo, because you have a bigger move set.
Yeah, right.
The move set otherwise is exactly the same. Only one move is titled different and acts differently. Obviously, if you have like nunchucks or the staff or whatever, like it's a slightly different move, but it still is like the same controller action. And then the like super move is the same for all 3 or all 4 because they all join in and do like a big combo move. So I mean, it's a neat addition. I think they're like fine characters as far as like how they play. It just is like a really weird implementation that doesn't really work if you're playing like 2-player and shit. But I don't know. I mean, that kind of rounds out the like last of that game's DLC probably. So we probably start hearing about a Mortal Kombat soon or something. Which, hey, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I also dove into some Fortnite. Save the World is what they call the like solo mode now. So everyone knows that like Epic shut down Paragon recently, right?
Uh-huh.
I think that the single player of Fortnite is going to be next.
Is it the exact same as it has been since launch?
I feel like they have not updated any of that. And to the point that in the Battle Royale mode, there's a controller setting you can change that makes like building and swapping weapons slightly different to accommodate like the action of a multiplayer game.
Uh-huh.
You cannot make that same change in the single player. So I fucked up like everything because the controls are completely opposite of what I expected them to be. And you can't change it. You like cannot make that change. So even something as simple as that, they did not move over to update the single player at all. So it was, exactly the same. I got dropped into matches with like 14-year-old boys who were just screaming their heads off. That was great. Just like nothing much to say about that because that was the same thing it has been for almost a year now or however long it's been. But
Jeez.
Last but not least, the most exciting thing, I played a bunch of, it's not The Hunt, it's Hunt Showdown.
Oh yeah.
That game's fucking cool, man. But goddamn it, is it hard. I didn't really realize this on the outset. So you're playing, it still is very unclear how many people are in this match. You join a match, you're either solo or duos, and I just did everything solo because I don't want to deal with other people to have to talk to.
So they don't tell you who is in there? It's just go hunt this monster?
Yes.
And deal with anything that comes your way?
Yes.
Sweet.
100%. I have no idea how many people are in each match. So, even if I've killed 3 people, I have no idea like how many people are left.
There's going to be more. Yeah.
Right. So that's kind of cool. That's kind of neat. You drop in, you start looking for a monster. In my experience, most of the time, nobody really went for the clues. They just like somebody stumbled into the monster and it was like, okay, it's fucking go time. Get over here now. Which is kind of a bummer. I kind of wish that they like gated the monster like until you find all the clues. But a few times I definitely was camping the clues, like expecting somebody to come along, and I like got up in this watchtower and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna wait outside this clue for someone to show up. And then like 15 minutes later, I'm like, well, nobody's found a single clue.
I guess not.
Nobody's found the monster. What the fuck am I doing? And then out of nowhere, some guy's running through the fucking muck, like jumping up and down, like trying to run faster, through the swamp or whatever. And I realized early on that I accidentally brought a guy with a shotgun and not like a rifle. So I pulled out my pistol and I just like aimed at him and I'm like just waiting for him to slow down. Just a hair, fucking popped one shot right in his spine and he went down. It was like the most satisfying fucking thing. I was like, yes, you suck. Nothing to like loot or anything in this game, which is kind of a bummer. But yeah, I lost my character several times because I always got shot in the back by somebody. I still have not seen one of the monsters. There's a butcher, quote unquote, and a spider. Still have not seen either of them. I did, however, win one match by getting one of the. So when you kill the monster, it drops two. We'll call them artifacts. I'm not sure if that's what they're called, but they're like two things you should carry to the extraction point that get you the most points. I found somebody like banished the spider. It shows up on the top of the screen. It's like spider's being banished, and I ran over there, and the thing had hit 0, but it didn't show that anyone had picked up the stuff. So I just kind of like snuck into the area, and
like a ninja,
like a Western ninja. And so in this game, it has the voice chat is proximity, so I could hear these two people talking, and I was talking to nobody. So I just crept up on them, and I could tell that they were just like camping the thing, just to get as many kills as possible. And so I like went up over this ridge, and they're usually like down in a basement, so people can kind of hunker down pretty easily. And I started throwing grenades. And as they started to move from my grenades, I ran in there, grabbed the fucking thing, and ran. Dude came after me. He got like one shot in my leg or something, So I waited like over the crest, and he came up, and I fucking popped one right in his face, and it felt so fucking good. And then I ran off like across the map. So like the closest extraction point was like way across the map. So it took me like 5 or 10 minutes to run over there, and then I extracted, and I felt real good about myself. Then the next match, I promptly lost that character because your characters are persistent up until the point that they get killed. And then I had to start all over again. But it's a beta, so I don't really give a shit about that. It was just a lot of fun. It's a lot like PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds or something like that, only there's a lot more dead time if you're by yourself, If you're like with a friend, you obviously would have like conversations and like watching each other's back and stuff and maybe shooting some zombies. But I just didn't do much of that because I wanted to stay quiet.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
You say and hydrate?
What?
Yeah.
Did someone say hydrate?
No, I don't think so.
I worry about you, man. I know that could be an issue.
You sound like you need to drink water.
Thanks, man.
Maybe you should
Take a water break.
All I have is like a rubbing alcohol here because I was cleaning my keyboard. I guess.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Close enough. It's clear.
Anyway. Hey, let's move into some news.
Let's move into some top cock.
Top cock, you're right.
God.
Jack, hit us with some top cock while I pull up some news.
Okay. I didn't really come up with anything. The only thing that
I thought you said
You're off the podcast.
Yep. See ya.
well, okay. The only thing I did come up with was I really want there to kind of be like a Fast and Furious moment with Top Cock, where like Vin Diesel's in it too, and like Top Cock beats him at the end, and Top Cock is like and then Vin Diesel's like, yeah, we're family, and then they ride off into the sunset together. I like that.
That's beautiful,
And I also
man.
like the idea of Top Cock rolling by like a KFC real slow, and like the KFC guy, the cashier, is inside, and he does that like kind of like throat slitting motion to Top Cock.
Oh,
Yeah,
And Top Croc like cracks his feathers because he doesn't have knuckles to crack.
yeah.
it's fucking badass. Top cock's a badass.
Yeah,
He's going to be
I
our
think we all love
special
Top Cock.
guest next week.
yeah. He should be,
Okay, guys. What's up, Jack?
I was gonna say he should be our logo.
I don't have enough art skill for that. We'll see what I can mock up here.
You can't draw a chicken with a gun?
No, it's
Yeah,
got to be
glass.
dude. It's got to be a good chicken. It has to embody. It has to embody Top Cock, man.
That's true. We don't want to do any
the world's
Yeah.
best rooster
Sure, policeman.
cock.
The
News,
world's
guys.
best cock.
News. The world's best cock. In news, THQ Nordic. Everyone's familiar with them, right?
Of course.
Nordic Games, which acquired much of THQ and then changed their name to THQ Nordic because they felt that Toy Headquarters was a better name than Nordic Games. They recently bought publisher Deep Silver. Well, actually, they bought the parent company, Koch Media, but that also comes with Deep Silver. So now they own the rights to both Saints Row and Dead Island. Who knows?
Yeah.
Deep Silver does a lot of good stuff. So I'm like interested in this like sudden influx in money into them, you know, because they were responsible for, you know, the last Metro game. I don't know what they're doing, if anything, for the next one. They also are responsible for Kingdom Come Deliverance. So, you know, shit like that. It'll be interesting to see what they do with like IP now that they have this like good influx of money.
I would totally play another Saints Row game, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but only if they dialed it back a little bit. Like that's Saints Row the Third was like the perfect amount of like just super weird out there gameplay, and it just got too weird after that.
The problem is that they can't dial back Saints Row. You know, it has to be like a new series.
Yeah.
Or at least a new name. You know, they tried that fucking Agents of Mayhem game, and that sucked real bad. And that was like super over the top, like Saints Row 4 or something.
That was a crazy one because like a month after it came out, it was at GameStop for like $9.
Yeah, that game tanked hard.
Yeah.
Oh, was this like an arena shooter?
No, it was open world, like, so it was an open world like shooter. Bless you. Where you're the quote unquote Agents of Mayhem. You know, it was like a Saints Row kind of meets Crackdown sort of thing. One of the biggest problems that I felt it had was that you, on every mission, took out 3 characters. This was not in any way, shape, or form a co-op experience, which I feel like is a missed opportunity, especially if you're going to have multiple people on your team at all times. And especially with, like, they've made so much co-op stuff for the last couple Saints Row games, you know? But it was just, like, very bland and boring and added nothing to the Saints Row formula that it was clearly derived from. Anyway, let's move on. We spoke a little bit about the Kingdom Come mod that adds the unlimited savings, fucking life-saving thing. There's a lot of really cool mods for that game I'm seeing. That's not really news. That's just anecdotal at this point. Oh, yes. I wanted to bring this up earlier when we were talking about Tomb Raider. How do y'all, all of us being white males who enjoy rap music, how do y'all feel about the fact that they're making a Lara Croft Barbie?
I couldn't
even
care.
know that was a thing.
Yep. That's a thing that's happening because Barbie is, you know,
shanking guys in the back now.
Yep. With her, you know, she's definitely brandishing that fucking pickaxe thing. Yep. I'm concerned, honestly, for the little girls of our nation who are now looking up to this murderous thug. You know, like that's the weirdest fucking tie-in ever. Like, I know that the movie's not rated R, but those games are very much rated R, you know, because that fucking...
I think that's one of the biggest problems I have with the movie, honestly. Like, that it's not going to be... Which, I mean, I get it. You know, you have to... PG-13 movies make way more money than rated R stuff does. But I guess we wouldn't see any of the gratuitous death scenes that you felt Laura in the game, in the movie.
Unless she has, like, some seriously vivid, like, flashbacks or something. Or not flashbacks, but, like, visions throughout the movie. So, like, we get to see her die, like, 19 times, but it's always, like, a weird vision that she has, and she, like, wakes up from it. But no, you're right. Like, that's why that game is rated what it is. But, whatever. I mean, in a world of Deadpool, people aren't as afraid to do rated R stuff, but obviously there's some sort of campaigning towards younger audiences that they're doing, which is super weird.
Yeah.
Fucking intensely weird. Anyone see that new Pacific Rim Uprising trailer?
There was a new one?
Yeah.
How long ago?
Like 2 days ago.
Oh shit. No,
4 days ago. Sorry, 4 days ago. No?
The last one I saw was for the Super Bowl or something like that.
Okay. It was like an IMAX sort of thing. Like it came out with like an IMAX poster and everything. Oh, it was really cool. I want to see that movie.
The IMAX poster is pretty dope. I saw it at work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You have an IMAX theater there, Jacob?
Yeah, we've got an IMAX and a Dolby, which has like a laser projector and
Very
stuff.
Nice. Laser projection.
Yeah, that thing's wild. It's got 2 laser racks inside of it, and each one of the laser racks is $20,000. And then they had to take the like the last row of seats out right under the booth because people at other theaters were getting sunburns from the ambient light
What
of
the
the
fuck?
projectors. Yeah, it's
What
wild
the-
though. I love it, but I also hate it because it's ruined just seeing movies that are on a standard projector for me. Because with it being a laser projector, you get like true blacks and stuff like that, so you don't have any of the, blacks aren't gray because there's got to be some sort of light
Right.
emitted to show the black.
So it's a fucking OLED projector, huh?
Yeah, basically.
The prospect of that is fucking nuts. But is it a D-box theater?
No, it's not
Fuck.
D-box.
Man, missing out.
Yeah.
Pushing aside the theater talk for a moment. Just one moment. There's a story that came out of Eurogamer about Metroid Prime 4, which will make Switch owners excited, I hope. They were talking about Bandai Namco working on this, and supposedly their Singapore studio started this production. That studio had ex-Star Wars 1313 devs in it, which would be a neato connection to make.
Yeah.
They have, however, kind of insinuated that the Japanese studio is going to take over from here. But that's the thing that's happening, and that makes me excited. It's an actual like Prime game,
Yeah.
Not just one of those bad ones that they keep making. Last couple bits here that nobody really cares about, but I want to say them anyway. There was a survey, a non-disclosure agreement survey that was sent out about PlayStation Network name changes. Obviously, somebody broke that agreement, and that information got out there. There were two, obviously trying to, kind of gauge interest in what people thought about this, and obviously people want to do this. But it made two kind of weird implications here that every 6 months you could change your PlayStation Network name for free, which is something that Microsoft doesn't do. And that if you wanted to change to a previous name that you already had, you had to call customer support to get that done. So they're
weird,
still being kind of weird with their naming thing due to the back end of PlayStation Network somehow. But that would be exciting to actually finally have that in there, because I feel like mine is stale. I want something that has Top Cock in the name,
Yeah.
That's why I'm Thick Boy on Overwatch now.
Thick boy.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And nothing beats a bad date, though, That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Last little bit here. The lineups for both EVO, the fighting game tournament, and the Capcom Pro Tour were announced, both of which have exactly 0 Marvel vs. Capcom in there, which is fucking nuts, man. That was kind of like a staple for EVO for a while. I know that new game ain't great, but you thought, the Capcom Pro Tour, being that Capcom makes Marvel vs. Capcom, it might be there. It's not. That's a thing that is not. But something came out, and I think it was the same story I read here, or somewhere around there, that there's an implication that it's not showing up in these places because Disney doesn't want it to, which makes fucking perfect sense. Just due to the quality of the game, and they don't want to have their image tarnished or whatever.
Oh, I thought you meant
Yeah.
Disney wanted to keep it under wraps and have it be a
Kinda.
big real, but they
No. They don't want it showing up because they don't want it to fucking look bad.
Oh.
Because it kind of looks bad. Especially when there's no fucking X-Men in that game. Not their fault. I get it. It's not their fault. Wasn't their fault. It is now. That's fucking interesting to me. I don't normally watch EVO. I kind of catch it here and there, see what, fucking crazy shit happened. But you always would see Marvel vs. Capcom there, and their newest game is not in either of those. So
It is really weird.
Dragon Ball Fighters, though.
Oh yeah.
So good.
Number 2. It's in there.
Oh, you've beat it finally, right? We didn't talk about that last week.
Yes, I did finally beat it. Finally got through those fucking story missions, which are the worst.
Never mastered the body swap.
Never mastered the body swap. I still don't know what the fuck the problem is. I did just buy a new controller, and I finally broke out my fighting stick, so maybe that'll help me somehow. Nice. So now I have the Android 21 character that I will probably never use because I don't like her that much. Now I have to try and beat those arcade modes on fucking super hard and try to get the last 2 characters. We'll see how that goes.
Nice.
I like that game, though. I'd still fucking digging it a lot. All right, guys. We're coming up on our time here.
No, we forgot the
does
thing.
Anyone have parting words?
Yeah.
I have one, but I just am asking if anyone else does.
Episode 9 has the art director from
Blade Runner
2049.
That's right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, so...
Didn't we talk about that last week?
No, we didn't.
No, I dropped the link in the Discord like on Monday.
Oh,
I can't wait
that's
to
what
forget
it
to
was.
talk about
Okay.
And then,
Yeah.
and then
I remember.
I transferred it over to Slack, and then I didn't read that far back. Yeah, that's cool. That gives me hope for that movie.
Yeah, totally. Because
Not
Blade
that they-
Runner's beautiful.
Yeah, and not
Yeah.
that they visually looked bad, the most recent Star Wars movies. It just was like,
I think Blade
This is
Runner
only
looks
gonna
so
be a
good
boon.
because of the cinematographer. I don't know about the art direction.
it's got to be a little of both, I'm sure. You know,
Yeah.
the
Don't rain on our
the
parade,
set
Matt.
designs and things were definitely beautiful in that movie.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What was that, Jack?
Oh, I said, don't rain on our parade, Matt.
Oh yeah, for real though. Let me real quickly find my last little thing. God damn it!
I saw a hilarious picture online the other day
Hey, thanks.
of that gross sea cow that Luke milks in episode 8.
Did I have
Wearing
the
a-
Leia thing on?
Oh,
Yeah, it was wearing a slave Leia costume.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh my
What?
God.
Yeah.
That's fucking weird. Last but not least, in this previous week in video game history, on February 16th of 2006, Star Wars Empire at War was released, which might be one of the greatest RTSs of all time.
Yeah, that was a really good one.
I will still remember the time I went to go get that during the summer when we were still in school. A friend of mine and I, we rode our bicycles down to Walmart in the Kingman, Arizona, and got picked up by the cops for fucking curfew violation and had to do like 80 hours of community service.
Are you
Really?
serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
Was the game worth it?
I didn't know you had a
yes.
record, Jordan.
Yeah, I do have a record. And also, yes, that game was 100% worth it. Though we didn't get to buy it that night because they picked us up right outside the fucking Walmart and like 18 cops showed up. There's nothing better to do in town,
'Cause
apparently.
Kingman cops don't have anything.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's not like the town is rampant with meth heads or anything like that.
Yeah, no,
No.
certainly not. So yeah, that's a very treasured game in my memory for that reason and otherwise. And that was fucking 12 years ago now. We should call this segment "Wanna Feel Old."
Jesus
Um,
Christ.
Yeah.
All right, I know I said that was the last thing. Just one last thing after the last thing. There was obviously the Rainbow Six shit happened this week for esports. There was a small interview they did that said they are not currently planning a sequel of that game, which makes me very, very, very happy because I don't want it to end. They made a reference to a 10-year plan and to get 100 characters in that game. That'll last them a couple more years at least, and I'm very happy with that. Does anyone else have any parting words other than Jacob's token slogan here that he
I
totally
wasn't going to say it again.
invented himself?
I do want to say, I'm just going to start saying this every podcast.
Yes.
Drop us a review
Yeah.
on iTunes.
Mhm.
Hit it.
5 stars only. Don't do
Don't do that.
Don't even bother if you're going to
No,
go below
yeah.
that.
No, I'm just saying don't give us. If you hate us, don't review us. If you like us,
If you hate us, give us a 5-star and tell us why you don't like us.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the best way for us to improve. It really is.
They hate us because they hate us.
Yeah.
Dr-
Anus.
drop a review. Show us to your friends.
Yeah. Get
I
in
don't
on it. You know,
Spread the word.
we love to this. So Lyle came to us the other day, and he's not here. He had to dip out real quick. He came to us the other day and said, "Hey, a listener really wants to play Overwatch with us on PlayStation." I was like, "Okay, cool. Set it up." I downloaded it. He never got back to me. So That's all Lyle's fault, first of all.
Yeah.
Second of all, just reach out to us. We love interacting with every human on the earth that's not a little child that's screaming at me while playing Fortnite. And we're still waiting. I don't know what the hell we're waiting on with Spotify, but we should be showing up there eventually. And then also these episodes are now going to YouTube. What up?
Oh, cool.
Oh, cool.
So,
Well, now
Yeah.
you better smash that subscribe button.
smash
Yeah.
it.
Right.
Smash that shit. Okay. Jacob, anything else that the folks at home should do?
Keep playing.
Fuck yes.